and I didn't do it earlier was just because I was kind of embarrassed. The actual door actually was hanging off, but I didn't realize quite at the time how ingenious this was. Hello and welcome to the video. Well, I have been living in my self-converted Toyota Hiace camper van for 2.5 years now. And in the last 6 months, I have made 7 upgrades to my van life that I'm going to share with you now. Some of them were out of necessity and some of them just out of desire. All right, let's go. The biggest upgrade I made to my van life, and this was out of necessity, is I now have a new power station and new solar panels. So EcoFlow have gifted me both of these, and I've had the power station now for a couple of months. I've had the solar panels now for about a month, and I'm going to run down and give you a quick review on what I think about these and everything I've discovered about the power station I didn't know in my last video. So let's start by talking about the solar panels. So they come in this really great carrying case. They're very slimline, and I think they only weigh a couple of kilos, really easy to carry. Let me show you how I set them up. We've got a video bomber. All right, my video bomber's gone. So you just open them up like this. You can lay them flat on the ground, but the case doubles as a stand. So we put the soft bit down. This goes like this. It's got little carabiners here that you hook in. And you can hook the carabiners on the bottom one, but I don't really bother. And it stands up like that on its own. And then we just take the cable and plug it straight into the power station. So I just want to mention that the solar panels are 110 watts, and if I could get them in full sun, it would take 3 hours to fully charge the power station. And you know what, I find it charges really fast. So I think it does up to 80% really quickly. It's the last 20% that takes longer to charge. But they've worked really, really well. I love them. Yeah, really, they seem really durable. They're not like glassy or anything. It's a really like sort of plastic coating, so I don't feel like I can break them. There are a few other things I want to point out on the power station. First of all, I can't remember, one of my viewers kindly pointed out to me in the comments that when I'm charging and it's charging something else, that is called pass-through charging. So I use pass-through charging on this all the time. I have actually had every single USB plug filled, the 240 volts filled, plus the fridge plugged into the 12 volt while I'm driving or while I've got it on solar, and it handles it brilliantly, no problem at all. So I'm charging power banks, toothbrushes, laptops, phone, you name it. I can charge it while I'm charging it. So it's really good. I love the pass-through charging. The other thing I didn't realize with this flashing light, that is actually Morse code for SOS. So if you're out camping and you run into trouble, you can use this as a SOS beacon. I didn't know that, and thank you to whoever it was that pointed out for me in the comments, because that's really valuable, I think. Yeah, really good value. So if you think you might want to check out the power station and the solar panels, there is a link to them in the description box below. Okay, on to the second van life upgrade that I made in the last 6 months. The second upgrade that I have made, and I didn't do it earlier, was just because I was kind of embarrassed, I'll be honest. So the next thing I've done is I've got myself a shower tent. After being in the van for probably 1.5 years, when I got back to WA end of last year, I had a shower tent this whole time, and I was too embarrassed to use it, didn't think I could put it away, and didn't know where I was going to store it. And so it was sitting in my girlfriend's shed for a year and a half. Anyway, so when I went back, I picked it up, and I have been using the shower tent, and it is a game changer. So when there's places where there's no shower, I've always got plenty of water, and I now have what I call a bucket shower. So let me show you my shower tent setup, and I got this for $20 on Facebook Marketplace. All right, here we go. Here's a shower tent. So it just comes in a round bag like this, and I've been storing it behind my driver's seat. Let me show you how I set this up. Now, no laughing because it pops out pretty quick. It's got a little hook on it here. You undo the hook and then step back. Ready? It pops out. And there we go, one shower tent. Comes with a floor mat. Also comes with tent pegs, and you bring your own hammer. Now, I've used it in areas where I couldn't hammer into the ground. I've just used rocks to hold the edges down. It's worked fine. And that's all there is to setting it up. So like I said, I just use a bucket, and I have my towel, I have my body wash, I have my body scrubber, and I just use a cup to scoop the water over me, and in the end I just pick up the bucket and pour it over. And I'll just show you some of the pockets I've got here. There are 3 pockets in here, and I use one for my towel. I can shove my towel all the way in there, and I use one for my clothes. Get in there. We'll see. It's not going to do it now. And I can use one for my clothes to put that in. And I zip it up. And I try and leave a crack open, because it gets really hot in here, and this is in full sun at the moment, and that just gives you a bit of airflow. But there you go, there's my little shower tent. After I finish my shower and the shower tent's all dry and the mat's dry, I have to put it away. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't use the shower tent for the first year and a half, because I didn't think I could put it away. Anyway, when I went back to WA end of the year, I practiced. I was house sitting for my sister. I practiced inside the house, putting it away till I had it down to quite a fine art, and I will show you. It is not that difficult to put away. You probably do need a little bit of upper body, like back strength, arm strength, but it's really not that difficult, so I'll show you. So it's kind of more of a motion you need to work out. Once you've worked out the motion, then you can do it. Right, the next upgrade I made was not voluntary. I had a bit of an accident. So I'll show you what happened. So I broke the roller on the door, broke. So this roller under here broke. If you can see right under there, there's a roller. That broke. So lucky for me, when it broke, I was with my dear friend Steph at the time, because the actual door actually was hanging off. Actually, I lie. It broke about a month beforehand, and I decided to ignore it. And the universe decided to show me what could happen if I did ignore it. So basically I was just using my grunt to close the door. Anyway, so yeah, the door was hanging off, so Steph helped me. We had to call out a smash repair guys. He came and he put the door back on for me, said I needed to get a new roller, and if I got a new roller he'd fit it for me. So I got the new roller, and let me show you how magical this is. Watch how easy this door closes now. I really wish I had done this when I first got the van. So it cost me $230 for the roller part, and you could change it yourself with some help. But I recommend, if you have an older model Hiace or an older model van with a sliding door, replace the roller. You won't know yourself. Oh my goodness, it's changed so much. Like, it's so much easier to open and close the door. I can do it quietly now when I'm around other people. Yeah, I love my new roller on the door, and I do wish I had done that sooner. The next 3 upgrades I'm going to film in the van, which is good because it's getting really warm out there in the sun. If you see my cheeks are flushed, that's because it's really getting warm in the sun. And I'm trying to stay out of the wind to film so you don't get the noise of the wind. The next upgrade that I made was so that when I go to power, it's easier for me to charge everything. So let me show you what I mean. So I got this little charging station. So it plugs into your power, and it has all of these USB chargers. So it has a USB-C quick charge, so I can charge my phone on there. It's got a quick charge USB-A, all these other USBs. So now, when I used to go to a caravan park, I used to have to take turns charging everything because I didn't have enough USB plugs. And now I just plug this one thing in and I can charge all the USB at the same time. So it's really quick. Or if you go to visit a friend or something, you can plug this in and charge all your USB things. And I have a lot of USB things. I have a headlamp, I have 4 power banks, I have my phone, I have my fan. There's probably something else I'm missing. So it really makes it nice and quick to charge everything at once with one plug. All right, the next upgrade that I made, and I made this, I saw that Coralie had it. Coralie, oh, I can't remember. I'll put Coralie's YouTube channel link underneath, or I'll put it here. Sorry, I've forgotten the second what it's called. Anyway, Coralie had one on her fridge, and I thought I'll get one. Anyway, this is what I got. Ta-da! It's a fridge cover. So probably not that new to many people, but I did go the first 18 months, 2 years without the fridge cover. I've only got this middle of December. And I think it makes a difference. So I've had it through summer. My glasses keep slipping because my nose is very sweaty. I've had this through summer. I think it makes a difference. I was realizing the other day that my fridge sits out in the open. It's not enclosed in any space. So I think it probably does heat up faster than other fridges. Like, I've noticed if I pull out something from under the bed on a hot day, it's much cooler under the bed still. So maybe when I think about a future van build, I will think about maybe having the fridge go into a cupboard so that it's not running all the time. It does probably warm up. But I do think the cover's made a difference. It cost me $100. Yeah, so fridge cover, I think it's made a difference. Just thought we'd say hi to the snoozing Abby. She's chilling out in the van, staying cool as well. Oh, she's so gorgeous. You're a good girl. All right, on to the next van life upgrade. So this is the second last one, and if you're enjoying this video, could you please give it a thumbs up? That would be great. Now this one, I'm not sure if you call it an upgrade, but I think it's an upgrade. I've upgraded my pee jug. So I painted my pee jug. I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, but I didn't realize quite at the time how ingenious this was. So my pee jug used to be a clear 2-liter jug. And so if you had to empty the pea, everyone could see what was in it. You know, so you tried to cover it. I used to put it in my backpack and stuff to carry it. But now I have a pretty jug with flowers on it, and probably people still know what's in there, but they can't see it. So check out my lovely painted pea jug. I get lots of questions on how I painted the pea jug, and I just used these paint markers from Kmart. I think it was $9 for 8 markers. You can't go wrong. And it actually is paint, and I just used this. So if you've got it doesn't have to be a pea jug, anything you want to do, you can just paint it with these markers. I haven't sealed this, I probably should have. It is chipping off a bit where my nails touch it, but yeah, you can just paint anything with this, with the paint markers, and then just get a sealing spray and you've got a decorated jug. Okay, the very last, the 7th and last van upgrade that I've made, and this actually has been almost a year since I made this one, and I have shared it before, but I wanted to put it in this video just to show people how easy it is to do this, because I went a whole year and a half without it, and that is I put a table in my van. Where's your table, Brenna? I don't see your table. All right, let me show you how I put my table together. I'm a bit crazy, I know. My sister laughs at me because she thinks I'm a dork. Do you think I'm a dork? That's all right. I'm having fun. All right, let me show you how I put my table together. All right, I keep the table under the mattress here. Let me just pick it up, find it. There's my table. Now, I can't take credit for making this. My good friend Michael did it. Thank you, Michael. But he put this together for me. I had the piece of plywood, but he built the holders in. I'll show you what we did. I had this existing piece of furniture, and he put this support here for me. It's screwed in, and there's one on the other side, and that's where the table slides into. Abby's too adorable. And that's how my table goes up. Ready for dinner. If you have any suggestions for any other van upgrades that you think I might be interested in, please leave a note in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.